So the first wave of Black queer theology has really been focused on apologetics and trying to argue that Black queer folk should be a part of the church, or they're making arguments, theological arguments to say that, well, the Bible really doesn't say that homosexuality is wrong. Well, I'm not inclined to really necessarily believe that. I think the Bible does say very discouraging things around LGBTQIP plus experiences, but the Bible did not fall ex nihilo out of the sky from God. It was written by human beings. And so what I'm really hoping is that this preoccupation with trying to prove that we are made in the image and likeness of God to heterosexual persons is something that we as Black queer theologians will move beyond, and that we will begin to write about God from our own experiences, not for the heterosexual community to be able to understand who we are, but write a theology for us. Black queer folk are hungry and thirsty for fresh theological rhetoric that will not only meet us where we are, but will direct us on our path towards becoming more and more like God. But there is a preoccupation with colonialist thinking and Constantinian Christianity, in which we feel like Black queer theologies, or even queer theologies at large, have to fit into that sort of Christian framework of just talking about the Trinity, just talking about God the Father, and extrapolating Christology and ecclesiology in these sort of traditional Eurocentric ways. I really hope that Black queer theologians will begin to think outside of the box and embrace our African and African diasporic heritage and history to rebirth a tradition that died a long time ago, that Albert Raboteau described as slave religion, the Black church prior to failed Reconstruction, when Black churches were not operating under the auspices of the white gaze, but they were thriving on their own. Yes, in the terror of enslavement, but they were thriving and focused on their own soul crafting and their own traditions. We must go back and get that and bring it into this present era.